Do you remember that time when Diddy made up that fake story so he could get Cassie away from her then boyfriend Ryan Leslie so he could get with her? Or what if I told you Diddy did the exact same thing to Terrance Howard? The Terrance Howard from Hustle and Flow. Same Terrance Howard that proposed an alternative theory of gravity and the idea of universal wave function. Now what's his about? The hell if I know, but I did like Hustle and Flow. He goes on the Patrick Bet David podcast, and they started talking about the freakiness that's going on in Hollywood. Patrick asked, what do you think about Bieber's struggles? That's when things got deep. He said Justin Bieber had his man card taken away by the industry. He can't get it out of his head. Patrick Bet David like, dang, that's deep. But you know, Terrance, you telling everybody else business. You got anything you want to share? I thought you never asked. Did you ever have an opportunity to go to a Puffy party? Yeah, he invited me several times, but he did something even weirder than that. Diddy invited him to his house because he wanted acting lessons. Now, at first, Terrance Howard didn't think much of it because he did remember that Diddy was in that movie, Raising in the Sun, and he was terrible. And everybody said he was overacting, stiff, and just overall horrendous. So he said, cool. Terrance Howard shows up. Said, Diddy, what do you want to work on? Diddy don't say nothing. He just looking at him like this. Terrance Howard say, you got a specific script or something? Diddy say, nothing. Now at this point, Terrance Howard starting to think about those white parties and look at Diddy like, hold up. Now Diddy, sensing Terrance Howard might be on to him, switches the subject and say, hey, you know what? I need help on my music. Even though it was seeming strange, Terrance Howard said that might make sense because if y'all remember, he was in Hustle and Flow. And in Hustle and Flow, he wrote that hit record, Whoop That Trick, that swept the nation and they was all dancing in the studio. I love that movie, Hustle and Flow. Terrance Howard playing his music, he playing some heat. He asked Diddy what he think. And Diddy just say, nothing, just looking at him. But at this point, Terrance Howard just gets out of there. Then weeks later, this happens. Terrance Howard's assistant says, hey, Diddy wants to hang out with you next week. Terrance Howard says, for what? And that's when the assistant tells Terrance Diddy was trying to you. Terrance said he cut off all communication and went zero contact ever since. Follow me for more Diddy stories. I'm doing 30 days of Diddy as we approach the May trial. I like it.